All
story.
right, all right.
You know?
Let's get this thing started. So today, welcome everybody. This is Synergy Solutions, and just got everybody live. So we are live now, and nobody caught any of that pre-conversation, just to let you know. So
Good.
the doctors know because we were talking about some doctor stuff that necessarily we don't want to be spreading out on the mainstream social media networks right there. So with that being said, if you want to get more on the deep inside scoop, you got to get in on the members area, and that means going to Synergy Solutions Sessions uh, .com. And you see that scrolling there below the bottom. So that being said, I want to say hello, Dr. George. Welcome back. He
Thank you.
was hit with something, and he was out of commission. Take care of himself, and as we should, nurture and feed and of. I'm like I pause because I'm like, well, you know, people's belief about what is good food is so askew out there right now. But
Yeah.
do the best you can, everybody. Do the best homework that you can. And I know Dr. Sasha, Dr. Vest, and Dr. George, including myself, we would all provide you a holistic perspective of how to nourish your body the proper way. I would highly recommend anybody here on this call, for those of you that out there, whether you're in the UK, Croatia, or here anywhere in the world, especially in the Grand Old Philadelphia area, Dr. George can help you out. So, welcome everybody. Well, this is where we talk about fun things, energy, frequency, and vibration. And today I was really getting into the topic of bioresonance, and I wanted to just, you know, I don't know, this gets me into YouTube or Facebook trouble if I stream like 10, 15 seconds of this video. We'll see if it's the right spot or not. But I wanted to share along with everybody at home, and let's see if get the doctors over there to the right spot real fast. Let's take a look. Now, bioresonance has to do with the human body, has to do with different ways in which there's communications. Let's just take a look and see what happens here.
Widely used for over 50 years in Germany, bioresonance therapy works with the body's own regulatory system. The body has many ways of regulating itself to keep us healthy. But with the ever-increasing presence of stressors such as pollutants, toxins, and emotional pressures, our bodies are under fire like never before. Many of the illnesses we suffer arise not from a single germ or stressor, but from a combination of factors which overpower the body's natural self-healing mechanisms. Since quantum physics revealed that every substance, living or not, emits electromagnetic waves, biophysicists have been cataloging these frequency signatures in vast data.
Well, that sounds familiar.
So, yeah, it does sound familiar, doesn't it? And so, I missed like a couple seconds I wanted to show you guys. I apologize. And next little part right here, I stopped at like a couple seconds short. So let's continue. Goes to the next place. Pull that right up here. Oh, I know why it keeps jumping. Every time I press the wrong button. Not the wrong button, but the button for one control is switching the controls of another screen too. Kind of funny how it all works together. All right. Go back to that. So you guys heard that at home, and docs, you guys heard that too, right?
Yes.
All right, let's see. Let's continue. Let's go back to that.
Many of the illnesses we suffer arise not from a single germ or stressor, but from a combination of factors which overpower the body's natural self-healing mechanisms. Since quantum physics revealed that every substance, living or not, emits electromagnetic waves, biophysicists have been cataloging these frequency signatures in vast databases. Just as body cells have their own frequency signatures, so too do pathogens and harmful substances. So when our bodies come under attack...
All right, there we go, there we go. So let's stop the share, bring everybody back together. There we are. So I just loved how, you know, it brings the concept of quantum physics in, and that everything has its unique signature. And for those that have been around any type of quantum physics conversation, it's kind of like anything anywhere can be part of the effect or the cause of anything anywhere. It's kind of this nebulous, wonderful thing. But there's this flow, there's a momentum, there is this, there are patterns. There are patterns. So I just want to, it's not just complete chaos. There is organization, though I don't think we have as far as research goes, I think experientially, many people have everyday experiences that fall into this realm. Dr. George, what was going through your thoughts as you were watching and seeing some of this?
Well, everything has a resonant frequency, and the physical and the non-physical world, for that matter, are comprised of all these different vibrating whatevers that encounter each other. And sometimes the encounter is favorable and sometimes not so much. And, it seems like in our modern world, we've created a lot more toxic things, a lot more, mental, emotional pressure. And so, I suppose when we first developed armor, it was like, woven reeds or something, and then chainmail, but, that won't stop a bullet. And so we've got our inherent, properties to deal with stress, but the stressors are just getting more and more powerful. And so we have to understand them, not so much from a chemical standpoint, let's say, and treat it with a chemical, but recognize that, well, there's a complexity of vibrations in the world that's kind of unique and new, but we're still part of the world. We're still built by an infinite intelligence. And it's possible for us to be able to handle these things as we progressively clear the interference out of our natural resonant frequency. So the more true to ourselves we are, the more we can handle whatever comes along.
Right.
That's what I thought.
Well, you brought a fun thought for me is helping people understand that there is a realm of working with the frequency realms for healing. Mm-hmm. So, look, prior to really 1990, there was just radio signals, TV signals. Now we have Wi-Fi everywhere. I walk into an office building, I'm hit with 50 different Wi-Fi signals.
Yeah.
How does that affect human health? I know there's people studying this, and we're not going to get into that. Just, we are energetic beings. We can look at from the things simple like ultrasound and EKGs through all the way through mother's intuition. And there's plenty of things to talk about and look into research. These are all just different varieties of this term energy healing, and electronics, there's different technologies at different levels of what we are as a human being. I watched this, and the last thing, and we'll flip over to the part, because we are streaming live, and this is the kind of conversation that we have all the time about different components of this matrix of our reality and how we help at a distance. And then each of us has different practices, holistic healing practices that we do. We have a common denominator of studying something called Corn-specific technique. And this is the foundational principle that we've all learned to sense and how to detect from the beings, the patient, the being, the plant, the animal, from that own source of inner intelligence, inner wisdom. There's a way to communicate with that to help it express more positively, more optimally, which means greater quality of life, which means you're happier, you're better off. Trying to keep that real simple, but it's the day-to-day stuff that we take for granted, and all of a sudden we can't lift our arm for whatever reason. We recognize how much we use our arm in everyday life. Mm-hmm. Like even just a sore back getting out of a long drive, you're like, wow, I really value having a back that feels good and functions well, right? Just little things. And then of course there's major things going on with people that can all be helped. I went to a farmer's market in the summer, and I had an opportunity to work on someone who has been plagued since 2 years old with the legs just turning out wide, and there's a low backbone that was just stuck in a funky position. I got to unlock it, and literally the 5 or 10 people that were watching just saw the boy stand up so much straighter. Like, there's this possibility for wellness and healing. Just it's unknown. It's like if you don't know it's available to shop for, you're never going to buy it.
Mm. Mm.
You know, it's almost half past. And well, it is actually half
It's
past.
half
I can
past, yes.
just a little bit, but then I have to go.
So let's do that. Thank you, Vesta, for keeping us on track. I got a little long-winded, so
Yeah,
but
I would
Spend
love
time
to. I would love to stay on, and
I
but
know. So with that being said, for the members, we're going to be on the members area. Thank you for everyone tuning in, and we talk about energy frequency vibration. We work on that, and we help people get back in balance. Blessings and best regards.